I'm here. How we doing? As usual. Just doing more EVs, get more EV encounters, as always, because it's gonna take a minute. So I mean, I gotta get as much progress as I can as quickly as possible. That's really it. We're just gonna try to. Hopefully, we're gonna do another probably 500 encounters today. Hopefully, we'll get the EV. Probably won't happen, but one can hope. And yeah, I mean, I don't have much else to say, so I'm just gonna get into it. So I got my counter up. I got my game up. I got my YouTube up on the side to keep me distracted, and I've got my eyes on in case the shiny pops up. So, without further ado, let's get some more EVs. And that's the first one. Oh, already fucking on. We're good though. Getting like random ass pop-ups on my computer. Shit might have a virus. I don't think so though. I think we're fine. Our first 10 encounters are through. Would you look at that? No shiny. Very surprised. No, okay. I'm being facetious. Bill's being pretty greedy with his EVs. He doesn't want to give me a shiny one. Bastard. First 15 I feel like went by decently quick. Yesterday with this EV, I was really like thinking the worst. I will say, like, I was really like in my heart of hearts, I was like, oh, I have a feeling this is gonna go to like fucking like 16 or 20,000. Like, I'm expecting that, and you know, I'm still getting comfortable with that possibility that that's going to happen, and I'm gonna actually have to be here for like a month, just fucking resetting for EVs, like, but um. I will say I don't feel exactly the same anymore. Like I was thinking about like other possibilities that maybe it'll probably take longer than Zubat, but it might still go under odds. Like it might hit 6 or 7K. Not like God damn it, I didn't even realize I did it. Might hit like 6,000 or 7,000. Um, and I'm like, I mean, yeah, obviously that could happen. Or like I'll get close to odds, or maybe it'll only go slightly over odds, like 9K, 10K. Like really anything can happen. Like I don't need to assume the worst. I should get comfortable with the worst outcome, but I don't need to assume it like that it's going to happen. Because if I just assume that I'm going to be here for 16,000 resets, that's going to discourage me more. I should get comfortable with the idea that it could go that long, but I shouldn't expect it, I guess. Because, like, at the end of the day, like, it really could be any reset. Each reset has the same exact odds as the last one to be shiny. Just depends how lucky I get. It's not dependent on how good my last shiny hunt was and how good, you know, my shiny luck's been recently. It really can just happen at any time. So I need to think of me doing the reset, and the reset number as nothing more than just how long it's taken, and not an omen for how long it's going to take, I think. Sorry for the rant, but might as well give something to talk about in case anybody watches these VODs. I doubt it, but that being said, I am very determined to get this EV. It's such a good shiny. A nice white, silvery look, a silver fox. It's a very good shiny. I'm looking forward to when I get it, and to what my reaction will be like when I do get it. I'm not going to spoil it, by the way, but I think if this goes over odds, which by my precedent I set out for this hunt, that if it went over odds, I would evolve it into an Espeon. I have a name, and it would work if it was male or female, so that doesn't matter in this case. But yeah, I have a name in mind. For Espeon. I'm not fully sure on Umbreon yet, although I have an idea. Actually, I just thought of one that would be really nice. Yeah, I think I actually have names for both. Yeah, I actually do have name ideas for both. So, whichever one I get, I'm gonna be prepared when it comes. If I get Espeon, it'd be my. I mean, it really depends. Do we count Chikorita as a green shiny? It's a green Pokemon, but I think its shiny is a little bit closer to like the yellowish orangish hue. Like it's definitely not Golbat's color. But we're gonna have a second green shiny if we have to evolve this into Espeon. And just for reference as to how decent my luck has been, I probably still could have been hunting Chikorita by now. Let alone Zubat. Or Eevee. One thing I will preface that I might make a video, because I think I'm going to turn this into a long form video. One thing I think I am going to preface when I make my long form video is that the Chikorita wasn't exactly as it seemed. Like, I did get it in 60 resets. I did get, like, on this emulator, those were the first 60 resets I had done since I had started that save. But one thing I didn't say was that, which I did kind of go over on stream when I did get it, was that I had been doing a lot of resets for a Heartgold or Soul Silver starter on like a mobile emulator I was using, like, for a decent bit prior to me ever coming up with this idea and streaming it. And I had probably gotten close to odds on my mobile emulator. And then I never got it, and then I decided to start this challenge. And you might say, well, those are two different systems, and those are two different emulators. Like, they're not really going to have much correlation. And to that I say, I don't think that's exactly the case. I think there is still a level of correlation, because I'm challenging the same odds. I don't think it really matters which emulator I'm using, you know? It'd be like if I rolled a dice 20 times, hoping for a 6, and it never landed on a 6. And then I decide to roll a different dice. The odds that I get a 6 on that dice in the next 6 rolls is the same if I rolled the same dice. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't change just because I change the dice, because I'm challenging the same exact odds. So I think the context of me doing so many resets on my mobile emulator made it so that this had a higher chance to show up earlier. The Chikorita. So it wasn't a full lie, because it was 60 resets on this computer emulator, but I think I don't think I stressed the context enough that I had done a lot of resets off camera for this on a different emulator, which is why it showed up quickly, which is probably something I will mention when I finish this challenge and decide to make a long form video of this. Because I think it's important to mention, because it at least lets people know, like, oh, I'm not that lucky. Like, I had done a lot of resets of this before. It's just the first 60 resets that I happened to stream on this specific emulator, which was the first 60 resets on this emulator, happened to be it. It's just that I have also done a lot of resets. One of these days I have to redo the starter hunt, though, because I want to get a Totodile. It's the only one I haven't gotten. It's the only starter I haven't gotten as a shiny. I've gotten Cyndaquil once, I've now gotten Chikorita twice. Totodile is the only one I haven't seen as a shiny. And I've seen people get like 6 shiny Totodiles in a row. I want a shiny Totodile. It's a good shiny. Chikorita and Totodile are like, in terms of me appreciating their shiny colors, they're pretty close in terms of appearance. I think Cyndaquil is the least good. It's still good, but Chikorita and Totodile are very close. I don't know which one is above which one. I think I used to think Chikorita, but I think I'm leaning slightly more towards Totodile. I'm not sure if that's just coming from a partial place of like, oh, I haven't seen it yet, so now I'm like starting to like really appreciate its coloring, because I haven't gotten to like, you know, really witness it on my own screen before. But Totodile is a good shiny. I do really want to get it one of these days. I might have to do that on stream as well. The question is, if we get something that isn't a Totodile, I have to figure out what I'm gonna do, because I'm not on a game cartridge. Like, I can't just trade them over to a different console or something like that. Like, I'm either gonna have to reset on them, or I'm gonna have to like make like a save state and just keep those starters there in case I want to ever do playthroughs with them in the future. Probably what I'm gonna end up doing is either just making several save states with the shiny starters that I did get, so that I have them. God, this resets are going a lot slower now. Like, I'm counting in my head, these usually take about 13 to 15 seconds. It's taken way longer than that now. I don't know why it just started moving really slow. Okay, I guess one thing I can do. Oh, not what I meant to do. I'm gonna close the emulator real quick and just reboot it up. Sometimes that helps. So, taking a brief pause, because emulators are moving really slow, which is not good, because, you know, I want to get these resets, you know, faster. I don't want to be sitting here for, you know, hours longer, because an extra second or two per reset is really going to add up. It's not even an extra second. It was like an extra like 5 to 10 seconds per reset with how slow it was moving. It was really bad. Like that, I'm going to be here for like 4 hours if that happens, so we're not going to tolerate that. All right. Hopefully that helps. Get away from my ads on YouTube to pass by. Then we're gonna get back into it. All right. Yeah, I saw the movie. I thought it was good. My friends had mixed opinions on it, but I thought it was pretty good. I think I liked it even more than the first movie. I liked both, but I think I liked it even more than the first movie. It was good. It's moving so slow. Why is it doing that? It's running so slow. I don't know why it's doing that. I want to have to fucking postpone the stream, but like, I don't want to really be sitting here resetting for 4 hours straight either. Yeah, I saw the post credit scene and stuff. Yeah, I wouldn't say too much. I don't know if anybody's gonna join and they're not gonna want spoilers. But yeah. Like these resets are supposed to take about 15 seconds with the speed up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, I kind of fucked it up. It would have taken like probably like 22 seconds. But still, that's like an extra 5 seconds is going. That's gonna add up to a minute every. How many resets? 5, 10, 15, 20. Like 12. Every 12 resets, it's gonna add up to an extra minute. Which is, I don't know why it's moving slower. It just started randomly doing that. I might just have to sacrifice not watching YouTube on the side, which is gonna suck, but I think it'll help with my computer speed. Actually, hold on. Let me check Task Manager real quick, see if there's anything running in the background. You guys can't see anything, but I'm fixing a few things here. Make sure. Oh, yeah, my CPU is so high. What is causing that? Why is my CPU so high? Obviously, OBS is taking up like a chunk of that, but not that much. Obviously, Desmond and OBS are the main one. Yeah, it's this. I don't want that wrong. Mind, I can't really control that. Okay, I don't. Oh, I found it. Random background service I have sometimes literally takes up like 40% of my CPU. Alright. That should help. Like a lot. I think I can actually bring up my YouTube again. I didn't need to close out of it. Sorry about this. It's just I need to make sure like my computer's running at a decent pace so that I'm not, taking forever to get resets. Okay. Alrighty. There we go. I already feel like it's moving a decent bit faster. Alright, let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There we go. See? I just needed to close a couple background things going on my computer, and we're up and running again. Look at that. We're not going to be here for 4 hours. That's what I was worried about. Getting close to our first 100 of the stream. Took a little bit of time because I had to, you know, fuck around with a couple things, but I mean, we got there. Here we are. About 10 more, a little over 10 more, and we'll be at our first 100 for the stream. Alright, there's the first 100 of the stream. I'm gonna try to go up to 1500 today. Yeah, I saw. I'll check them in a bit. There's our girl. You sent me a photo of Bill giving Ethan the ball. Okay, that's basically what I've been doing 1,107 times. With many more to go, probably. Until, you know, Bill decides to, you know, give me one of his shiny EVs that I know he has. I know he's just being greedy. Like I said, we're not actually resetting for a shiny Eevee. We're resetting for a not greedy Bill. Resetting for a generous Bill. Who will want to give us a shiny Eevee. And clearly his odds are about the same as a shiny. $11.11. I mean, that sounds cool. I don't watch the anime a lot, so it wouldn't affect me a lot personally, but it sounds like a cool idea. Is the dude with the red hair in this game that's your rival, is his name Silver? Is that what his canonical name is? Because I know, like, when you encounter him, you can you just kind of name him whatever. He doesn't even have like a preset name that you can give him. But is his canonical name Silver? Because I know the dude that I'm playing as right now. That could be Gold. That could be Ethan. I usually call him Gold, but sometimes I say Ethan. The manga, he was Silver. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I mean, it makes sense. Because usually, I mean, I guess you could just kind of assume that because obviously in Pokemon Red and Blue, they had rivals that had the corresponding colors. you know, of their, I guess the protagonist. Like, red would be the protagonist. The games are red and blue, so blue would be the rival. And then Gen 2 immediately followed, and I think they were trying to keep like a similar concept where like the protagonist was gold, and the games were gold and silver, so the rival would be silver. Yes, I do remember that. I do remember that part of the movie. Although that was funny. I audibly laughed at that part, I remember. Oh yeah, I've played a couple of the Mario games. I played a little bit of Odyssey. Uh, I played like the OG ones, like the OG platformers. I forgot. I don't play a lot of Mario, so I don't remember like all the names and stuff. But I've definitely played a couple Mario games. I haven't played them in a while though. I didn't play through all of Odyssey because I think it was like on my brother's Switch, like when the Switch first came out, and I played like a couple levels, and I really enjoyed it. Odyssey is a fun game. I've also played Mario Kart. I've played the recent Mario Kart because my friend has it on his Switch too. I also played Mario Kart 7 as well. So I played a couple of the Mario games. Have I played Mario Maker? I know I've watched videos on Mario Maker. I don't know if I ever played. I think I might have played it at a friend's house once. But I've played some of the Mario games. Yeah, mine had recliner seats too. Some of them weren't, but we got seats like a little bit more toward the back, and those had recliner seats. Come on, Evie. What's good is that we passed the 1/8 mark over 100 encounters ago, like 1/8 to odds. Meaning, theoretically, I've done over 1/8 of the work to get it, but that doesn't mean it's going to show up at odds. It could show up before, it could show up after. I'm leaning towards after, but I mean, again, we'll see. You never know until, you know, it's there. Could be this encounter, who knows? Each encounter has the same odds. Nice. Sorry for me, I woke up semi recently. Like I woke up a couple hours ago. I'm not sure if that actually has an effect, but spring break started and I finally have been getting good sleep recently, so my body's starting to catch up a little, but not fully there yet. All right, 1150. I used to watch Fairly Odd Parents a lot when I was younger too. I just stopped watching it because I grew out of it. They showed a pregnant man fairy. That sounds more funny than anything. I wouldn't really care. Probably would laugh. Just seems funny. Oh, I think I didn't take it from him. There we go. Nothing yet. Oh, my feet are getting cold. I'm gonna put on a pair of socks. Sorry, that's TMI. I don't think it is. Just putting on a pair of socks. My feet got cold. Oh, can take the fucking Eevee. Nice. Alright, almost at the second 100 encounters in the stream. Almost 200 encounters in this stream, I think would have been a better way to phrase that. Hold on, I have to go talk to my mom for a second. I'll be right back. Alright, it turns out my mom made plans for us to go somewhere that I am just now finding out about, so I'm going to get up to like 1200 and then I'm gonna have to cut stream short, unfortunately. Sorry about that. My parents always make plans very last minute and then tell me like 20 minutes before they're leaving. I don't know why they do that. But yeah, I'm only gonna get up to 1200, unfortunately. Which is fine. Alright, 10 more. Yeah, I've heard about the homeless problem in California. I've heard it's really bad. Oh my god, what am I doing? I like zoned out so hard. Alright, two more, and then I have to cut stream short, unfortunately, because my mother made plans for us to go somewhere without notifying me earlier, and I just now found out about them. No shame to my mom, it's just sometimes I wish my parents notified me a little earlier when they made plans. Alright, yeah, that's all the EVs I can do right now. I was gonna go up to 1500, but in the end, things came up, so sorry about that. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be back on later tonight because I do have a couple things to do today, but we'll see. Alright, thank you for stopping by.